Cristiano Ronaldo is not only one of the greatest footballers of all time, he is also a father with a mission. For his eldest son, Cristiano Ronaldo Jr., he has one goal: to give him every tool to follow in his footsteps and maybe even surpass him. But for that to happen, Ronaldo enforces rules, strict rules. Things that are normal for most children are completely off limits for his son. The first forbidden thing: chocolate and soft drinks. While most kids are rewarded with sweets after school, the Ronaldos live by a different philosophy. Chocolate, off limits. Cola or Fanta, absolutely banned. Ronaldo explained, "I don't want my children to develop bad habits. At home there is no cola, no chips, no chocolate." This discipline even made global headlines in 2021. At a press conference during the European Championship, Ronaldo pushed away a bottle of Coca-Cola and said, "Agua, water." Within hours, Coca-Cola's stock value dropped by billions. Why is this so important? Sports scientists know nutrition decides careers. Many talents never made it because they ignored their diet. Sugar, fast food, alcohol. They destroy the body, the mind, and the future. Ronaldo knows this better than anyone. At 39, he is still performing at the highest level because he treats nutrition like religion. And that is the principle he instills in his son. The second forbidden thing is even more surprising: the iPhone. One day after training, Ronaldo Jr. asked his father, "Dad, can you buy me an iPhone? All my friends have one." Ronaldo's answer was simple: no. Not because he couldn't afford it, but because he believes an iPhone would distract his son from what matters most. When people think of Cristiano Ronaldo raising his son, they think of training sessions, fitness, and nutrition. But Ronaldo knows the greatest dangers for young talents are not always on the pitch. They lurk off it. Two things he controls with particular strictness: relationships at a young age and access to social media. For outsiders, these rules may look extreme, but Ronaldo has lived through the consequences. He knows how quickly careers can collapse if young players lose focus. The third forbidden thing: girls and early affairs. Cristiano Ronaldo himself is a global star whose private life has always been under the spotlight. He knows how dangerous distractions can be. Many talents lost focus because they became entangled in relationships too early or surrounded themselves with people drawn only to fame and money. Ronaldo speaks openly to his son about these risks. He tells him, "You can have a girlfriend, but think about football first." He warns him about wrong intentions, about people who might use him, not because women are bad, but because fame attracts danger. There are countless examples: young stars caught in scandals, careers derailed by affairs, players who never separated their private lives from their professional careers. Ronaldo doesn't want Junior to fall into those traps. He wants him to build his career first and everything else later. The fourth forbidden thing: social media. Cristiano Ronaldo is the king of Instagram. Over 650 million followers, more than anyone else alive. And yet, his own son is not allowed to have an account. Why? Because social media for children is a double-edged sword. It brings fame, but also pressure. It brings attention, but also hate. Ronaldo knows his son would be in the spotlight instantly. Every post, every picture, every comment would reach millions. And millions mean praise, but also ridicule, trolls, haters. Junior once opened an Instagram account. Within hours, his first video had 2 million views. Followers skyrocketed. And that same evening, Ronaldo shut it down. Because he knows that kind of pressure is too much for a child. Social media can destroy a career before it has even begun. Psychologically, girls and social media are two sides of the same coin. Both are temptations, both are distractions, both are risks. Ronaldo is not trying to cage his son. He is trying to shield him from the mistakes so many others made. It may sound harsh, but it is an act of care. Ronaldo knows his son will face the world soon enough. But while he is young, he needs clarity, focus, structure. And so Ronaldo Jr. grows up in a world where things other kids take for granted, Instagram, likes, first flirts, are strictly forbidden. Not to take joy away, but to give him something else, the chance to focus on what matters. Because Ronaldo knows, in modern football, distraction is deadlier than a bad game. Distraction destroys careers long before they even start. And that is why girls and social media, two of the biggest temptations for young talents, are off limits for Ronaldo Jr. Football is full of stories of talents who had everything: skill, speed, charisma, and yet failed. Not because of what happened on the pitch, but because of what happened off it. Cristiano Ronaldo knows these stories. That's why one of the strictest rules for his son is no bad habits, no alcohol, no tobacco, no late-night parties. It sounds obvious, but history proves otherwise. Take Adriano, the emperor of Inter Milan. In the early 2000s, he was one of the deadliest strikers alive. A left foot like a cannon, physically unstoppable. But after the death of his father, he sought comfort in alcohol. Nights in bars became more common than nights in training. By his late 20s, his career was essentially over, forgotten by the world. Another case. Paul Gascoigne, the brightest English talent of his generation. A genius with the ball, adored by fans, but he battled alcohol, depression, and self-destruction. His career collapsed in tragedy, his life in headlines. These cases are warnings. They show talent is never enough. Without discipline, without clear limits, even the greatest potential is wasted. And that is exactly what Cristiano Ronaldo wants to prevent for his son. Mario Balotelli, another example. A player with the perfect mix of power and technique, but his off-field antics, fireworks in his bathroom, wild parties, endless disciplinary issues turned him into a meme rather than a superstar. For Ronaldo, the conclusion is clear. Bad habits kill careers. They start small, a cigarette, a drink, one night out too many, but they grow, and eventually they destroy body, mind, and focus. That is why Ronaldo forbids his son from environments with alcohol or tobacco. No bars, no clubs, no toxic surroundings. He wants Junior inside a bubble of discipline, at least while he is still developing. Another example, Ronaldinho, the Brazilian magician, World Cup winner, Champions League hero, Ballon d'Or winner. He charmed fans with his smile, but his career shortened because of parties, lack of discipline, late nights. He played as if football was easy, but his true potential was even greater. And that is exactly Ronaldo's point. Charisma and talent aren't enough. Ronaldo Jr. must learn that discipline and self-control matter more than anything. Psychologists call this self-regulation, the ability to resist temptation. Children who master it early succeed more often in life, no matter the field. Ronaldo wants this to be deeply ingrained in his son, because bad habits are like poison. They don't kill immediately, but they corrode over time. The body weakens, the mind dulls, the career shortens. Ronaldo Jr. must never repeat these mistakes. That's why his life follows strict rules. No smoking, no alcohol, no late-night parties, no toxic company. For Ronaldo, these are not restrictions. They are investments in his son's future. In sacrifice lies strength. In discipline lies freedom. The freedom to fulfill your full potential. Ronaldo wants his son to one day look back and realize, yes, I sacrificed, but it made me who I am. Ask Cristiano Ronaldo what made him one of the greatest players of all time, and he won't just say talent or luck. He will say one word: discipline, and that is exactly what he demands from his son. The sixth forbidden thing: never break the training and nutrition plan. While other kids eat chocolate or spend hours on video games, Ronaldo Jr. follows a strict routine. Training, nutrition, recovery, day after day. At just 10 years old, Georgina Rodriguez filmed him running on a treadmill. Ronaldo stood beside him and wrote on Instagram, "We ate ice cream, now we burn the calories." Half joke, half truth, but behind it was a message. There are no exceptions in Ronaldo Jr.'s life. It may sound harsh, but it is part of a philosophy. Ronaldo believes if you sacrifice small pleasures every day, you win big victories later. Psychologists call it delayed gratification, the ability to delay instant rewards for long-term success. Players who master this principle achieve more, in football and in life. But Ronaldo goes further. He not only trains with his son on the pitch, he controls his sleep, his diet, his free time. No fast food, no chaos, no day off. Everything follows a plan, the plan to make his son the best. Many ask, isn't this too much pressure? Ronaldo once replied, "I don't want my son to be like me, I want him to be better." That is the essence of these strict rules. They are not punishments, they are legacy. But discipline also has another side. It means Ronaldo Jr. is not living like a normal child. No cola, no iPhone, no Instagram, no carefree nights. Instead, training, structure, repetition. Will he one day be rewarded, or will it break him? That is the question, and that is why this story fascinates. Football has countless examples that prove discipline makes the difference. Zlatan Ibrahimovic trained relentlessly to stay fit into his 40s. Messi changed his diet to avoid injuries. Ronaldo himself remained a top scorer in Saudi Arabia at 39. Without discipline, none of this would have been possible. And without discipline, Ronaldo Jr. will never reach the summit. Ronaldo knows talent is not enough. The world is full of wasted talent. That's why he raises his son with the same principle that made him great. Work, work, work. And so the big question remains, will Ronaldo Jr. manage to carry his father's legacy? No one knows, but one thing is certain. He grows up in an environment where nothing is left to chance. And here the circle closes. 6 prohibitions, 6 rules, no chocolate, no iPhone, no early distractions, no Instagram, no bad habits, no breaking the training plan. Each rule sounds strict, but each rule tells the same truth. The road to the top requires sacrifice. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Is Ronaldo too strict? Or is this the exact toughness it takes to reach the top? Tell us in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe so you won't miss more hidden stories of football's biggest stars.